Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Now today I'll be focusing on the engine bay of this 2009 Kia Soul, and I'm quite certain that this has never been cleaned. It is really dirty in there. So today I'm going to show you my exact process and how I'm going to make it look brand new again. But anyways, I'm going to grab some gloves and get to work. All right, guys, well, as I get started here, the first step is to disconnect the battery. And if you don't know, always disconnect the negative terminal first, which seems counterintuitive, but that's the way you do it. And then I'll get some degreaser sprayed on here, and we'll get to work. All right, well, the first thing I'm doing here is just using my wheel brush, and I'm just going to basically use that anywhere it fits. And one thing to note here is that when you're using degreaser, you do not want this to dry on any of the plastics, hoses, anything in here, because it can permanently stain things. So you do kind of have to work quick and get it rinsed off before it dries. Pretty dirty. All right, well, next is just going to be my wheel and rim brush to get anywhere that the other brush couldn't fit. This is great for when I get down into the tight crevices and in between stuff, and also works really well for your wheels. And then last is just going to be my detail brush to try to get into all the really tight areas that the other two brushes kind of just couldn't fit. All right, well, now I'm just going to hit it with some water, and we'll see how we did. All right, well, it looks like a few areas where it's not quite clean yet, so going to put some more degreaser on and maybe just let it sit for a little bit longer. Might need to step up the brush game, use a drill brush carefully, of course, kind of around the spark plugs, and try to get this looking perfect. So you guys might notice here that it didn't come perfectly clean. There's a couple of spots kind of around these spark plug wires here that the grime's pretty much just been cemented on. So while unfortunate, I do have to be realistic with my expectations of being able to get something that's been sitting for, what is it, 2009. It's probably never been cleaned, so it's probably been sitting like this, getting dirty for, you know, 14 years. So really, it's a little unrealistic to expect some degreaser to just magically make it look new again everywhere. Did a pretty darn good job, but in order to really get it perfect, you'd likely have to kind of take some things apart and you know, put a little bit more effort into getting them clean. So that's definitely not what I have been asked to do today. So we will not be doing that and going completely all out on it, but it looks probably 90–95% better than I did, and the owner is going to be thoroughly happy with it. All right guys, well, last step here is to get some 303 on the plastics, just to dress it a little bit, make it look real good, and then we will be done. So all in all, this is not a very long process, even with an engine bay that was super dirty like this. The degreaser does most of the work for you, and as you can see, it works very well and very fast, so it's not too bad here. This one probably took a little bit longer. Normally they take about 15–20 minutes. I'm gonna say this one probably took me half an hour, but that's not bad at all. All right guys, well, about 30 minutes later, and this engine bay is looking probably 90–95% better. It's looking really, really good. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.